Hello there, how are you all are doing? Please accept my greetings wherever you are and whoever you are. There are a few messages and information that you need to know about what is blocking your connection and is causing chaos and conflicts. Okay, but before starting with the message, I would like to clarify that this message is only and specially for twin flames and for those who are in fated soulmate connections. So I cannot give you clear and precise points that this message is for everyone who is listening to it, but you know yourself and your situation better than anyone else. Okay, so for that purpose you have to look for other signs and confirmations from the universe whether this message is for you or not. But this message is for twins, and at the same time there is one more condition that if you have been following my channel, and if not as well, but somewhere you know that you are meant to be with your person. But the thing is that even if you are meant to be with your person, your spiritual journey will go through phases and cycles of um, involving many lessons of growth and expansion, which are not fixed to any timeline. Okay, so it can happen anywhere, anytime, and in any shape or form if you are lacking behind learning a major and specific lesson. Okay, so I am making that point very clear here, and now I'm going to start with it. So the thing is that though it actually takes two to tango, but here in this case your person is not even willing to put a step forward and do the dance. So this channeling, or this, or whatever you want to call it, a channeled message or a reading or divine guidance or whatever, the thing is that here in this case, in this situation, it's your person that is the cause of major blockages and conflicts and chaos in your situation. Now I'm not saying that it's only him that is doing everything that is wrong, or that it's him that's only the cause of everything that is going wrong in the connection. I am not saying that. What I'm trying to say is that he is playing a major role when it comes to delays and heartbreak and heartache that you are experiencing. Okay, but at the same time you have to understand that somewhere we are also responsible for attracting and creating such situations in our life. So we also have something to learn from the situation and understand where we are not aligned with our truths. Okay, I am making my point clear here. Okay, so the thing is that what I meant by that statement which I just made is that here it's the masculine energy who is ruled too much by their ego and pride, and this person needs to have control over everything. But at the same time, this person is not willing to surrender at all. This person is willing to bring hurt to you, but is not willing to look within himself and clear the mess that is there. You see? So this masculine, I'm reading from my notebook, okay, here. So this masculine doesn't want you to feel that the ball is in your court. He just wants to keep it in his court, but at the same time he doesn't want you to walk away from the game. Do you see how it's playing out here? One more point I would like to make here is that this message can apply to anyone. This message is going to apply for the beginners as well as for those who are far ahead in their journey and are near union, for reasons I'm going to explain at the end of this audio. So listen to me till the end for clarifications. So this masculine is a person who will give you the chance here and there to make you stay in this game by throwing the ball in your court once in a while, so that you don't take off your focus from him. But at the same time, he doesn't want you to dominate the game. I hope by now you are able to grasp the picture clearly as I'm explaining it all to you. Okay? So this group of masculine counterparts are too proud and too egotistical to surrender, because they think and they feel that if they do, they are going to lose all the control they have. And they think that if that happens, they are going to become very vulnerable of getting hurt and shamed by you specifically. They can't imagine the feeling of getting put down by you. Though you don't want to put them down in any way, shape or form, but only thing that you want is that you want answers, you want explanations, you want to know why are you getting treated this way. This is what you want. All you want is clarity and closure from your person, and you want your person to take responsibility and accountability for their actions and choices that they have made which were not right. But the only thing you want is that you want them to make their wrongs right and do justice to you. But the challenge and the issue is they perceive it in a way where they feel like you want to control them. They feel like you want to have control over them. They feel like you want to have control over the situation. They feel like you want them to act and behave in a way which is based on how you want them to act and behave in their life and in this connection. That's the thing. That's how they see it. Or I would like to make one clear statement here is that that's how they are made to see it when they discuss these things with their friends and family, because they do. This person doesn't have emotional independence. This person, your person, wants to seek and get validation from their friends and family about everything that they do in their life. This is the case at the moment whenever you're listening to this audio. Okay? And as I said, you can be far ahead in your journey and may still be facing this issue or this challenge. And this is very important. You'll understand how by the time this message will end. So this group of people consisting your person and their friends and family, these people have too much pride and ego within them and are so negatively conditioned with too narrow mindset that has been passed on from one generation to the next in their ancestry and has been mindlessly carried on, mindlessly, just completely mindlessly. And I'm making that point without any judgment and apology. Okay? And this is something which is playing a major part and is influencing your connection in a way which is causing delays, which is causing hurt, which is causing mistreatment towards you from your person, and a lot of things like that. So these people, these friends and family members, they believe Okay, this is how the conditioning goes here in this family dynamic and this friend circle, whatever you want to call it. So these people believe that it is a woman a man gets in a relationship or a marriage with that causes, or that is the cause of each and every problem in the man's life, in the friend circle of that man and his family. This is the belief that these people carry, or I would say that it is something that these people use to have control over other people's life. So they think that it's the daughter-in-law, I'm sorry for that, they think that it's the daughter-in-law or the girlfriend that should never be given much importance, so that she starts to feel that she has a right to say something, or she has a right to question things, or she has a right to control over, or she starts to think that she has control over you. They make him think, or they teach him in a way which makes this person think that he should never let that happen. They speak to him in a way where they want to say that don't ever let a woman feel and think in a way where she thinks that she's got so much importance in your life that she starts to influence your decisions as to how you live your life. And these people, okay, just wait, I'll come to that point later. These people say that you're going to become her puppet if you do so. This is exactly the reason that whenever you ask questions from your person, or whenever you seek clarity from him, it makes him feel like he's losing control. And that's when he does things or says things which makes you feel extremely hurtful, because indirectly he wants to relay a message that you are not that important in 3D sense. Okay, get this thing clear. In the physical world, he wants to give you an indirect message that you cannot ask questions from me. I'm going to answer when I want to answer, and if I don't want to answer, if I don't want to provide clarity, I'm not going to do that, and you cannot ask me. He's not going to say that straight. He's not going to say that on your face. He's going to twist it in a way where you will feel like, and you'll start to get confused as to where you stand. Can you understand? Okay, I hope you do. And you will be surprised, I don't think you will be surprised to know that some of his friends and family members who teach him things like that are women. Why would be like, okay, leave it. And the cherry on the cake is, if these people know about you, then whatever they say to him is on purpose, because they want to have control over him and how he should treat you in front of them or in comparison to them. Do you see how it's playing out here? The same people who are saying that if you listen to her, or if you'll give any importance to her, she'll treat you like a puppet, but at the same time they are doing the exact same thing. These people, the people who manipulate him to think of you as clingy and that you've got control issues are actually women who want to have control and are having codependency issues. But the point is, have they ever looked within? No, not yet, because they didn't got time. They were too busy in finding faults and passing harsh judgments on others that they never found a single second to look within and see what they were doing with their life so far. And your person is so immature that they easily get influenced by these people. If not easily, they spend a lot of time thinking about what these people have to say. Anyone who lives their life based on their own morals and principles and values doesn't get influenced by anyone's opinions so easily. And that's the thing, your person never invested enough time to work on themselves, to build their character in such a way that they can live their life based on their values, morals and principles. That has not happened just yet. And even if they might have tried to do that in the past, the conditioning of seeking validation from other people is so ingrained in this person, is that the moment they try to seek independence, whether it's emotional or spiritual or mental, the family they live with or the circle they are associated with, the circle of friends, these people have got such how should I explain that? These people have got such kind of tactics or methods, or I don't know what to call it, that they bring him down again. And this person has such your person wants to keep everything in balance. That's one thing that I want you to remember. But they don't understand that what they are perceiving at this point is completely unbalanced. They think that they should have their friends, they think that they should have their family, but at the same time, the way they are prioritizing everything is completely unbalanced. They want to keep you in their life, but they don't want to give you justice. They don't want to make things balanced. They don't want that you bring them to such a situation, or you bring them in such light where they have to accept and take accountability for what they did wrong in the connection. Because when that happens, this person feels weak, and they don't want that. They don't like that. Why? You know why? You don't want them to feel weak. I'm sorry, I just said fail. You don't want them to feel weak. You just want clarity. You want your person to take responsibility and accountability to make things right. But the way they are perceiving it is that they think that if that happens, they are never going to have control. They are going to become a puppet of yours. You're going to have all the control. That's the thing. And that's why all of this mess is around. You see, it is all because of conditioning and how other people are influencing him, and how he's allowing them to influence him. It's one thing when other people are trying to influence us, and it's a completely different thing when we are allowing people to influence us. Your person is allowing people to influence him. I'm sorry if you're hearing some background noises. There are people around here. You just ignore it, okay? So this is the obstacle and the challenge that you are facing or experiencing at the moment. This person is too concerned about other people's opinions and their judgments. Too concerned. And because of his conditioning, your person never worked to become emotionally and mentally stable and independent. He has been living his life based on what his friends and family believe to be true, which is still prevalent. Okay? And you have to accept that fact and walk away. Why I'm saying that, you'll understand. Listen to this audio till the end. He's living a fake life. At this point of time, his priority is his friends and family at this very moment, because it is deeply rooted in his mentality that a wife or girlfriend is the real cause of broken friendships and family relationships. That's how it's been shown to him. It's the wife or the girlfriend or the fiance that is the one that is the most selfish person and self-centered person that comes in a man's life, and that she's the only person that thinks about herself. She wants everything for herself. That's how these other people have imprinted an image of a wife or a girlfriend or a fiance in his mind. And that's why he never lets you in. You understand? That's why he acts different. I'm sorry for the interruption. My mother called me for something. So we'll continue with it. We'll continue with the message. So the thing is that it's all twisted in a way which makes him point all the fingers towards you, because he doesn't realize that the same people who are filling in his ears are the real people who are controlling him, and he's actually living his life as a puppet to them. He doesn't realize that at the moment, or even if he sees that, he thinks that he cannot break free. He thinks that these are the people that are his friends and family, and he shouldn't be doing anything that may upset them, uh, or that may bring a situation where people are pointing fingers at him for not being an ideal child or a good friend. Okay, so these sort of things are bothering him. These sort of issues are bothering your person. So what can you do about all of this? What can you do? You have to walk away from the game and don't look back. This person really needs to change his thought process and his mindset, his actions and his behaviors, because with this attitude towards you or any other woman, he's only going to bring destruction, hurt and pain. Whoever he's going to be in a relationship with or in a marriage with. That's the thing. That's the truth. He cannot do justice to any wise woman with this kind of attitude. And until he changes, he cannot be a better person for anybody. And the reason why I am saying this is because if you both are true twins, this person will have to change. It is his destiny to change. It is his fate. If he doesn't change his attitude, his behavior, his thought process, his mentality, and the people he associates with, one way or the other, universe will drag him to make these changes. Okay, because we all know once you are on a spiritual journey, there is no going back. You cannot switch it off, right? So that's why the advice and the guidance for you, the feminine, at this point of time is that walk away from the situation and don't look back. And I want to say something here is that some of you who are listening to this audio, maybe the first time that you have landed on my page, or even if you are a regular listener, after listening to my previous messages that the marriage ceremony is near, or the reunion is near, the reunion is coming, it might bring doubt in your mind about the messages I post, and you might feel like there's something wrong with me or my gifts that I'm saying that walk away from the situation and this person. So what I would like to say here to anyone who's thinking and feeling that way by listening to this audio is that the same message will apply to you, and this message will also apply to you at the same time. You know why? Because this journey doesn't work according to our rules. This journey doesn't come comes to fruition according to our timelines. Okay, it is not going to come to fruition according to our timelines and how we think the phases should come and the lessons should be taught. I may not be able to use the right words and frame it properly for you to understand what I'm trying to say here, but my point is, if I am saying walk away, that doesn't mean your reunion or your marriage won't happen. And when I posted that message, I didn't say that you are not going to go through challenges and phases in your journey. Okay? If you want to unsubscribe, that's completely your choice. I am not going to question you, or I am not actually questioning you by saying that right here. But what I am trying to say is that if you have been listening to me for at least 2 to 3 months from now, by this time you would have clearly understood how these messages work and how divine guidance comes to us. Okay? Don't jump to conclusions. Don't judge the people who come here to provide you with divine guidance. I'm not talking about me, I'm talking about what happens in general. Just one message that triggers you, you go around bashing that person here and there. Use your wisdom, use your intuition. Why do you feel the need to bash that person other than using your own intuition and trying to find an answer within yourself? If something is off, yes, definitely there would be something that is off, but not every time. Okay? That's not the case always. I don't work in a traditional way. The messages don't come in a traditional way. I am not a tarot reader. I have said that many times. I'm saying it again. The messages I relay, they are not in my control. I do not create them. Okay? So you have to understand that fact. A genuine medium or a genuine channeler only listens to what is being presented and interprets the messages for you, so that we all can receive the divine guidance and the help that is available to us 24/7, 365 days a year. Okay, so that's what I wanted to say. Coming back to the main message here, the whole point of this channel message or this guidance is to actually make you question where you are, or where you are on your journey, and what exactly are you doing, what exactly are you learning, how much have you learned, how much have you put into practice, how much do you remember the lessons you have learned on this journey. The main point of this task or this challenge or this obstacle that you're facing at the moment is for you to analyze your situation and come to an answer as to where do you stand, how empowered have you become. Are you empowered enough now to walk away from the situation or accept the breadcrumbs that are being offered to you in order to feel comfortable? Is that where you are? Question yourself. So the thing is that your person is actually refusing to do the right thing at this very time, at this very moment, and they are not showing any integrity, and they are not being righteous. They are willing to hurt you but not to take any stand against or in front of these people who have completely shallow and toxic mindset and mentality, and what they're teaching to your person. Okay, so what are you going to do about it now? As I said earlier, will you continue to seek comfort in the situation because walking away might feel difficult and might feel like you will have to go through a lot of pain and heartache? So what are you going to do about it? Will you become the part of their games and accept whatever is being offered just to keep you around, or you'll choose to put your foot down and say enough is enough? Question yourself. Do you deserve that? Or somewhere you are influenced by the sugar-coated teachings of um, people here around YouTube who say that whatever your person is doing, you have to ignore and send them unconditional love. See, this point is not complete. You cannot completely ignore what is happening in 3D, because what is happening is 3D is a dysfunctional pattern that needs to be changed. Okay, a lot of people misinterpret it and they think like the connection is only supposed to be cherished in the 5D, which is the fifth dimension, the spiritual realm, and whatever is happening in 3D is supposed to be erased from our consciousness, something like that. But that's not how it works. The connection is not always going to remain in the spiritual realm. You met this person in the physical world for a reason, and that reason is to break the generational curses, to eliminate these dysfunctional patterns, to bring change, and leave a legacy behind by being a positive example for other people to learn from. So as much as important it is to maintain the connection in the spiritual realm, it is as important to do the right thing in the physical world. Now the point comes is that your person isn't doing the right thing maybe from the beginning, and it's still the same case, and that's when most of the feminines think that they have to do something so that whatever their person is doing in 3D should not affect them. See, what I'm going to tell you here is that for you to not get triggered by what your person is doing in 3D, you have to practice detachment. That doesn't mean go and bury your head in the sand. Okay, do you understand? That's clearly denying whatever is going around. Okay, what you have to do is that you have to stand still, you have to see, understand, and acknowledge whatever is happening, but at the same time you have to develop that much strength within you so that it doesn't affect you like it used to before, or it should not affect you in a way which affects other people, other women, when their man isn't treating them equally, or isn't being righteous, or is not showing any integrity, or is cheating on them, or is lying to them, or doing all sorts of nonsense, let's say that. That's where you actually become divine feminine. The labels that we use are not just to call you by the name. It has a meaning and it has a significance. I'm sorry if I'm speaking a little slow and taking gaps, but that's how I speak when I channel messages. Okay, that's how it works at times. You need to understand these things. There is a way of explaining things which should make sense, but at the same time, whatever is supposed to be taught and said should be said with honesty, not to hide some kind of facts. Loving unconditionally doesn't mean put a veil between you and the other person so that you can imagine things in your mind. Do you understand that? Are you able to understand what I am trying to explain? I use this sentence a lot in my audio messages, but that's how I feel. I cannot spoon feed anybody. I don't like that. I don't like anybody doing that to me as well. That's why. Why I am saying that is because when because I know what happens when you do that. When you bury your when you bury your head in the sand, and when you are not able to make your own decisions and use your own intuition because somebody said that you have to send unconditional love and ignore everything that is happening in the 3D, you know what happens? We enable that behavior of our person by giving them a sign or a hint that it's okay, whatever you're doing, I'll still be here. You know what you can do to get a better result? Whenever you see that your person isn't treating right, and I literally want to speak to those people who have found out that they are on this twin flame journey and are in the beginning stages. Okay, walk away from the person, walk away. That's it. Put your foot down. At the first instance, you find that you are getting lied on, and then and you find out that something is being hidden from you, that there are secrets, that your person is not treating you well. Walk away and don't look back. This is one of the major mistake many feminines do, which causes even more delays in your journey. You have to understand what actually does it mean to love somebody unconditionally. You can love that person from far. And one more thing that I would like to clarify here is that if you are if you are true twins, you can still detach and feel nothing for that person, and still you're going to remain connected. And what I mean when I say that, I forgot what I was saying. Yes, and what I mean when I said that you don't have to feel anything for that person and you won't feel anything for that person is that you have to release yourself from constantly putting all your focus on the thoughts of being with this person. That's what I mean when I'm saying that you don't have to feel, or you won't feel anything for that person and still detach, but at the same time you will remain connected. You will remain connected. Okay, you will remain connected no matter how angry you feel, no matter how much resentment you have, no matter even if you start to feel hatred towards this person because of whatever they are doing or might have done in the past, or in the recent past. Maybe you are still going to be experiencing everything that happens on the twin flame journey. You know why? Because it is this bond between you and this person that keeps you connected with each other. It's not the person. Okay, so even if that person is not there with you, or is not there in the world, for some of you, in some of your cases, what will still remain is that bond, and whatever that bond is trying to teach you, and in however way it is trying to transform you and your life. Once you become empowered, that person's existence in your life or in the world will become irrelevant for you, but in a positive way. Okay, you won't feel the need to talk about them, you won't feel the need to have them in your life, you won't feel the need to be in a relationship with this person, because you would understand that you deserve so much better than this person has ever offered you. And until that person comes to that level, you cannot be a match to that person. Can never be. I'm telling you. So that's how it works. You have to let universe deal with them in whatever way it is supposed to be, for them to change and come to the level that you are on, or will be, when you will completely learn all the lessons and become that much empowered. Okay, So the thing is that, are you willing to prioritize yourself when your person is not doing the right thing, and when you know that it is going to be difficult for you when you walk away? Ask yourself that, because it's going to be difficult. Your person didn't do the right thing exactly because it's difficult, and your person is playing games because that's easy. So what will you do about that? Are you going to do what's easy and continue to entertain them, or you're going to do what's difficult but that's what is right? You've got a choice. Okay, will you do what is right but is difficult, or will you just choose the easy way and continue to get mistreated? The choice is yours now. And if you think that what I'm saying here in this message is not the right thing to do, and you think that by continuously being available for this person, by constantly messaging them, by constantly texting them, by constantly showing your presence around them and giving them your attention and showing that you love and care for this person, your person will start to treat you better, the only thing that's going to happen is that you will be getting the same results that you've been getting so far. Your person will only come to you when they think that they can get something from you, whatever it is. It doesn't have to be just physical, it can just be your attention. You are just enabling their unjust behavior towards you, and once they get comfortable with that, the change is going to feel even more difficult. So the choice is yours, it's completely yours. Because the thing is that it's truth that growth doesn't happen in comfort zone. Your person really needs to change their behavior and bear their karma for not doing the right thing in order for any change to happen in your connection and in their life, because it's completely dysfunctional and toxic. Okay, you will also bear the consequences if you continue to invest in it when you have found out, or you're clearly seeing that it's not a healthy situation. Okay, that's why I said this channeling or this message has a lot to do with the level of empowerment you have achieved. And you have to understand that if you can't walk away from your person and detach, you actually have a lot of work to do. Still you have not achieved that level of empowerment that is actually needed to walk along this path. And that's really something that you will need to learn and accept, because for the universe, your empowerment is more important than your reunion. Your growth is more important than your union. Your strength, your psychic abilities, your personal development, you raising your own vibration and gaining even more self-confidence is more important than your union. Everything that makes you a better person, and makes you a very powerful spiritual being is more important than your union for universe. So even if you try to come into the system of the universe and try to interfere how it works, it is not going to work, not from your side and not from your person's side as well. So this applies to beginners as well as those who are far ahead, even if you are nearing your union. Okay, because your spiritual path actually involves learning lessons for growth and expansion, and it is not fixed when and where which lesson will be presented to you. For example, even if let's say that your union is going to happen within 8 months from this date, I'm just giving you an example, okay? So then what's going to happen? If universe sees that you are back and forth on your path, you or your person, then universe is going to put up a test about something that they provided you with guidance months or weeks before presenting this test. Okay, so now you are being presented with a challenge or an obstacle or a task where you have to use or practice or implement the guidance or the information that was shown to you in the past. Now what you're doing, that's how it works. Okay, it can come 6 months before your union, it can come 4 weeks before your union, it can come 2 months before your union. And if you don't pass the test, guess what, a little bit of more time is given to you to make progress and make things right and learn the lesson again. That's why delays happens. Okay, that's exactly the reason why delays happen. But still, it is all happening according to divine will and according to divine order. We feel that there are delays and we are losing time, but we are not. Actually, we are not. Okay, this is an important message, and if you are patient enough to listen to this till the end, you will understand everything. You can come back and listen to it again, and you'll find that what you missed in the past is being presented to you again for you to use it to your advantage and bring the change in your life. Okay, so this is the challenge that most of you are facing at the moment, and you literally have to leave that person for the time being. And by that, I'm not saying give up, because you won't be able to if you are true twins, but you have to give up on the idea or the thought where you start to think that if I won't give them any attention from my side, I'm not going to get the results that I want. This thought process is not going to work. You literally have to put your foot down if your person is really stubborn with their ways. If your person is literally too prideful and egotistical to surrender and accept you for who you are. Okay, if there are more clarifications needed, I might post or record another audio, but I think it's getting already very long. I saw 3223 on my screen, so that's a confirmation. Okay, so I'll end this message here and we'll take leave now. Stay connected and stay blessed. Thank you so much for listening. Bye bye.